I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get it. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
It is going down for real. And once again, I'm your host, Coach Walters, coming to you live in action from room 610 here at Del Oro High School. And we are featuring our 18th episode of The Score. We've gotten to know some great kiddos along the way, and are definitely excited to see what their futures hold. But today, actually, we are featuring our first from the aquatics side of the athletics field. And I'm very, very excited to get to know a young lady that has definitely met her mark and set her marks in the pool. So without further ado, let's welcome in Lakota Beranek. Hey, Lakota, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm surviving. I'm trying to make heads or tails of these days. I'm sure you are as well. When was the last time you were able to get in a pool?
I have not practiced for a couple months now.
Oh wow. Are you just after probably? I mean, I'm assuming you started relatively young.
Mhm.
So when did you start?
I started swimming on a team in 2013.
Oh wow. Okay. So you've been at it for a good. This would have been 7 years.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, and I'm sure that after 7 years of continuous swimming year round, it's probably tough not being in a pool for this long.
Mhm. I swim in my backyard pool for a little bit, but no laps.
Gotcha. I set up a little kiddie pool for my daughters, and they were like, "Dad, we can't swim." I'm like, "No, just go touch end to end. You're gonna be okay." So tell us a little bit more about what it is to be a year-round swimmer, what the training's like, what the lifestyle's like.
We practice 6 days out of the week. We only get a break on Sunday. We have 2 doubles throughout the week. So we swim at 4:45 in the morning till 6:15, and then again in the afternoon for another 2 hours. And out of 2 days of the week, we do a little dry land as well.
Wow. I mean, so you definitely have to be dedicated to this
Yeah.
as far as the sport is concerned, huh?
Mhm.
Absolutely. And which event are you proficient in?
My main events are the 100 butterfly, 200 freestyle, and 100 freestyle.
Okay, right on. And actually, you were awesome enough to send us some great pictures as well as some video. So we're really, really excited to share that. So as we're talking, we'll just go ahead and have this in the background. And what are we doing here? This is a butterfly, correct?
Yeah, I believe this might be a 100 fly.
Right on.
This one I think was sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So obviously, I mean, I'm blown away by your kick off the wall, and you're seemingly halfway across the pool before you ever surface. Again, like you said, it takes some dry land training, but oftentimes just being proficient in the pool. How did you come to know that this was your divine course, that you were going to be a swimmer?
I actually originally did not want to do swim at all, but my dad wanted me to try something new and at least experience every sport. And so in 2013, I actually really liked the one summer session that I did on a rec team, LBD, at Del Oro. And then I started year-round that fall.
Right on. And what is the most difficult stroke in your opinion?
Definitely butterfly. You have to have a lot of endurance to do that.
Well, it blew me away. And this next clip that we're about to show really kind of epitomizes that, because you're going to end up doing 4 laps. And how long is the length of the pool?
Short course season is 25 yards. I don't think I sent you any long course videos, but that's 50 meters.
Well, let me tell you, in this next clip, I was as exhausted as your opponents are, as it feels like you beat them by an entire length of the pool. So this was probably my favorite video to watch, from dive all the way in.
Yeah, the video quality was
Yeah, it starts close, but by the end, it ain't even in the ballpark. So, um, kind of wanted to ask you some follow-up questions just as far as, if swim is your only sport, or do you enjoy doing anything else in your free time?
I do golf occasionally, but mostly swim.
All right, so mostly swim. So if you're in a pool, you're in your happy place.
Yep.
What are your favorite sports to watch?
I enjoy watching football with my dad. I honestly don't watch that many sports other than the sporting events at Del Oro. I do like to go to the basketball games and baseball games.
Nice. And who's your favorite team?
Even though they are not the best, I have grown up a Jets fan.
Jets.
Yep.
Wow, Jets, Jets. You and Fireman Phil, okay. That's out. That is outstanding. You don't meet a whole lot of Jets fans up in Northern California.
I know.
Someday again, I'm sure they'll be able to
make a comeback.
Absolutely. And speaking of great teams, I mean, it's interesting when you're on a team like a swim team because obviously you have your various relays and you have your men's and women's events, but just talk about the dynamics of creating a team from, it's not like you're really depending on anyone else unless it's a relay when it comes to your performance. So kind of let us know what it's like, building that chemistry with a team.
Definitely in practices is when you really work together as a team, because for me, my biggest motivators are my teammates around me. And if someone's going faster intervals and stuff, I just work that much harder to keep up with them. Relay teams, you have to really depend on the other 3 girls on your relay to keep the lead. If one started out ahead, you have that pressure to try to keep it, or if we're falling behind a little bit and I was the anchor, for example, I have to go really hard at the end to try and out-touch the other opponents.
Yeah. Have you ever had a race that came down to the fingertip as far as who touched the wall first? A little
Yes. At sections, I was out-touched by 0.03.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they at least have the fancy mechanical stuff like in the Olympics? Or are we talking about
usually at bigger competitive meets, yes, they put touch pads in the water. So.
Awesome. I can't remember which Olympics it was, but that was one that stood out to me, that it was so bang bang that I don't even know if it was that 0.03 seconds that you're talking about, or if it was tight. So right on. I can only imagine how frustrating or exciting that must be when you touch that pad and that time comes up, because as you're swimming, you probably have an idea about how fast you're going, but you don't really know how fast you're going until you see that time.
Yeah, especially when you throw on a tech suit for the first time. As you can see, these longer suits, you don't know how fast you're going. It doesn't feel like you are until you see that time.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so kind of who would you like to give a shout out to or a thank you to as far as your swimming experience at Del Oro, or over your lifetime?
Over my lifetime, I'd probably thank my dad. He has been one of my biggest supporters and motivators. He actually became a USA official for swimming, so he's always on the pool deck watching everyone.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. And obviously you sent me a couple of pictures of some teammates, I'm assuming, along the way. Talk to me about who they are and kind of what made them so special to you.
Kyla, she's probably the one in every picture, Kyla Spin. She is one of my best friends. She swims on my year-round team and Del Oro as well. We went to states together. Just lots of fun memories. And we have Michaela Manley and Haven Fasani.
Right on.
This is my relay team, actually.
Oh, nice. All right. And then I'm guessing by the cap that is a gentleman from the Whitney team, but you must.
Yeah, that is Whitney.
through your
That was one of our dual meets that we had.
solid. Okay. And I think this was the picture that you were alluding to before, where you were going to state.
Mhm.
Awesome.
State.
Tell us what that experience was like.
That was really exciting. So at sections, how it works is in prelims you have to get top 8 to go to finals, and then once you're in finals, top 3 automatically go to state.
Oh, wow.
Or if you get the qualification time, you also can go. And so our relay got top 3, and yeah, we got to go to state, and we broke a school record that year.
Oh, that's awesome. Very, very cool. And this looks like Coach Megan right here. And I'm not familiar with Coach's name here, but he shows up again. Who?
Coach
Tell us a little
Tyler.
bit about your coaches.
I met Coach Megan, I think she came sophomore or junior year. Awesome coach. She did water polo before. Super nice. And same with Tyler. I believe he was water polo. And then I've known Coach Rachel, the other gal, since I was probably 8 years old. She coached my year-round team, like the little guys. She always coached the younger kids.
That's awesome.
And then, yeah, she came to Del Oro, and I was super excited about it.
That's very, very cool. Well, obviously, the good news is that when this is all up again, you will be getting back in a pool eventually, and you will be attending the beautiful campus in Stockton, California, home of the Pacific Tigers. So tell us a little bit about that.
That was super exciting. I actually didn't know exactly if I wanted to swim in college, and then when it came down to it, I decided that it's something I really wanted to continue doing. And so I was offered a spot at UOP, and yeah, I committed not too long ago.
Yeah, that probably couldn't be the better situation. It's one of the finer colleges in the entire state. Like I said, it's a beautiful campus, and it's only, an hour away. So Dad should be able to come and check out swim and watch you go. And I was taking a look at their swimming facility. It's pretty darn nice there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right on. Like I said, I've spent a lot of time on UOP's campus. My cousin actually is the career 3-point record holder for UOP in the women's basketball arena. So I can tell you that they definitely support their athletes. So I'm sure you're going to have a great experience. And I'm sure that you're excited to get on down there when you get a chance.
Yeah.
Well, right on. So let's get to know the Lakota that maybe nobody else knows. A couple personal questions for you. When's your birthday, kiddo?
August 27th.
August 27th. So I've been asking everybody this. You're praying, hoping that you're not going to have to do a drive-by birthday party.
Yeah.
So right on. What restaurant are you going to? Hey, we heard good news. Placer County got to relieve some of their stresses, so we can actually go to some restaurants now. Which one are you going to?
One of my favorites has always been Blue Nami. I love the bento boxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid. Okay. How many siblings do you have?
I have one younger sister who is a freshman right now.
Okay. Are you a shower singer or not?
Definitely a shower singer. Yep.
Okay. Do you have a go-to jam, or do you just rock whatever's on the radio?
Whatever I'm in the mood for.
Awesome. Okay. What is your go-to Corona snack?
Honestly, anything that's in my pantry. We have a lot of goodies.
Okay. Now, are you guys like the tofu organic, like soy latte types, or is it just straight junk food, like pirate?
Pretty much junk food.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. If you could have 2 tickets to any event, where are you going?
Oh, maybe the next Olympics, whenever they're holding it.
Okay. I think the plans are for next summer, but we'll see.
Yeah.
They just keep backing everything up at this point. Are you TikToking or the gram?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Favorite Disney movie?
I'm thinking High School Musical.
High School Musical. Okay. Did you take part in the sing-along last Sunday or no?
No, I did not.
Okay. Don't judge. Some of us feel like they gotta let it go in those moments. All right. So,
I understand.
who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, I would Dave Franco. I just watched Nerves, so I'm really yeah.
Okay. 21 Jump Street was just on the other day, and I caught that, and I'm like, that was one of Dave Franco's like first movies, and I'm like, wow, he's come a long way from being that kid. So right on. Who's your favorite teacher at Del Oro?
Oh, I like so many teachers, but if I had to pick a couple of them, I'd say Mrs. Evans or Pfeffer.
Nice, very nice. And then, most importantly, I've been asking everybody, what show are you binge watching right now?
I'm actually binge watching one, Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how many times have you done this?
I'm just second time going through it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I'm like on like my 9th run through of The Office and Parks and Rec. It's just ridiculous. So, all right, kiddo. Well, that's going to get us to our last segment, which of course is this or that. Now, Lakota has not seen any of these, and she's a bit nervous. Aren't you, Lakota?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. She's asked me a couple of times exactly how the game works, and I told her I'd hold her hand on it. I'd make sure that she did great. And of course, for those of you that have been playing along with us on the previous 17 episodes, you've seen this or that a couple of times. So she's going to choose between the two pictures rapid fire to see which one would be her choice. This or that. Are you ready to play, Lakota?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm getting rid of my ugly mug. That way we can all focus on you. And here we are. This or that. Coke or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, okay. Cookies or brownies?
Cookies.
Under Armour, Nike?
Nike.
Gatorade, Powerade?
Yeah.
Say Gatorade?
Yep.
All right. Skydive or scuba dive?
Ooh, scuba dive.
Starbucks or Dutch Bros?
Dutch Bros.
Mickey or Bugs?
Mickey.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Amazon or eBay?
Amazon.
Saw or It?
It.
Oh, weird. Black hole or Tribe?
Black hole.
There you go. Freestyle or Butterfly?
Oh, I'll go with butterfly.
Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
Chick-fil-A.
Anna or Elsa?
Oh, I don't know. Anna.
Michael Phelps or Missy Franklin?
Missy Franklin.
Atta girl. And who is our next nomination for the score?
Alexander.
Alexander is going to be joining us on the score. Once again, I appreciate you, Lakota, for taking the time and coming by or stopping by and giving us your input. Really appreciate getting to find out a little bit more about swimming and what a wonderful sport that is. And I wish you the best of luck at UOP next year.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us on this episode of The Score. Once again, we appreciate you for following along and giving this attention to these athletes that they definitely deserve. If you know an athlete out there that needs some a spotlight shined on them, go ahead and reach out and let us know. And we'll be more than happy to arrange a time to sit down and talk with them. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Walters, telling you be smart, be safe, enjoy yourselves, and take care of one another out there because we're better together. Pride matters, and as always, don't forget to check the score.